Blitz Royale has been out for over a year now, and it certainly has had its ups and downs. When Blitz Royale launched, it was one of the most fun modes Fortnite has added in years. Fast matches, rotating maps, and chaotic gameplay made it feel fresh. But just a few months later, things started changing and not for the better. Fewer updates, more bots, missing maps, and a loot pool that completely changed how the mode plays. So, what happened to Blitz Royale? It launched June 18, 2025 as the latest mode in Fortnite's endless quest to make a failed game mode. But I would argue, at least for the start of its life, it actually knew what it was doing. Unlike modes like Ballistic, Rock Racing, or Lego, it actually remembered it was a part of a Battle Royale genre game and stuck to that classic formula that actually made BR successful. Drop, collect loot, survive, and fight. Except it was differentiated enough from its bigger counterpart of normal BR to stand on its own feet just like Reload did. Blitz's formula revolved around overpowered weapons, which can make for a fun time. When the game starts, you have a power-up, whether it's from a boon or a medallion, as well as a gun, and then you get kills from that and you level up your Blitz level. And kind of like the superhero rank mechanic from Chapter 6 Season 3, the higher level it is, you get access to more and more overpowered loot. When the mode first launched, it started out pretty strong with a lot of real people playing on a map that seemed like yet another redone Chapter 1 map, but that would soon change. One of the most magical things about Blitz was that every single week Epic was throwing something new into Blitz. Mega City, Avatar, TMNT, Marvel, Mortal Kombat, Stranger Things. New maps with Stark Island, Asteria, Starfall Island, and even Hawkins got one on the rotation. They also brought back older mythics. They were going on a consistent weekly change, and then it just stopped. After all of those back-to-back updates, they would only start coming every 2 weeks now, and then it would turn into 4. They removed map rotations altogether on April 30th for some reason, which really seemed to disappoint the player base. And then on June 6th, 2026, we come to the current iteration of the game, Star Wars on a base venture map, which brings us to the next issue. I just want to start off by saying, I don't mind if the loot pool doesn't change anymore since updates are few and far between, but it has to be good. And, well, this is not. I hate this loophole. Somehow Fortnite decided to look at one of their worst reviewed seasons ever and was like, yeah, put that in Blitz. I get this whole game mode is using crazy weapons, but these Star Wars weapons are only fun to use when you hit a shot. They either destroy someone or you paint a cartoon outline with lasers. But either way, they are just not fun to use. I am genuinely relieved when I come across a normal weapon that uses bullets because even when those blasters have infinite ammo, I will be taking the flapjack rifle any day. While most of this hate for the loot pool comes from the Star Wars weapons, the only minor weapon I don't like is the OXR rifle. Like, I get it's supposed to be a heavy AR, but like, the bloom is insane, bro. I know. It's so original of me. I'm totally the first person to complain about bots. But it gets to a point. I get this is a mobile-focused game mode, but I thought that's why they removed building. So, not only am I getting aimbotted by the mobile players, but also when I do come across an enemy, it's just a bot and I get no joy out of killing them? Thanks, game. I think I count a total of 6 real people in my game, and the only way I am getting these numbers is to thank the bus driver feed, because at this point it's a knee-jerk reaction for people to hit the thanks button. I remember when this mode was in its infancy and had all the map changes to draw people in. The fights I had in it needed to be calculated and was rewarding when you finally downed the other team because they had just been spamming the Kamehameha. But now I just run up and one-tap the bot while it sprays around me. So, what did happen to Blitz and why doesn't it feel the same as it did before? Well, after looking at all the evidence, it is safe to say Blitz failed because it's not Blitz anymore. When you think of the word Blitz, you think of fast-paced action. But what Epic has done is go in and remove the fast-paced part of what made this mode special in many ways. The lack of the quick updates made the game feel stale and attract less players. The end of the map rotations made every game feel the same and repetitive on the same few POI map. The bots made it so you don't have to do much to the fight, leading to boring gameplay and not those fast-needed reaction times Blitz was known for. They literally took the Blitz out of Blitz. This game mode really needs more consistent updates, and they don't even have to be that crazy. Just a few things to draw the player back and show the mode is still worth it. They can do things as easy as just bringing back a few maps to switch between, like Starfall and Asteria instead of just Venture. They can also make the loot pool more mythic focused instead of a split between overpowered and completely normal weapons. This would make it so every fight feels chaotic and brings more fun factor. We don't need to be stuck with a third-party property for a month or more. There are plenty of original items that can be put in that are just as fun to mess around with. Blitz wasn't supposed to replace Battle Royale. It was supposed to be the mode you jumped into for 20 minutes because every match felt different. Every week gave you a reason to come back. Every fight felt chaotic. Now, it just feels like another playlist. And that's probably the biggest disappointment of all. It really has a great concept, and I don't want it to continue its decline into the motorcycle bin with some of the others. But I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it about Blitz. I would be very grateful if you could subscribe, as even though it's not mandatory, you should still do it as it helps me a ton. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.